Hey guys, Destiny Dragon God here with a new, or not new, but an anime talk video talking about new arrivals, I guess you'd say, or that's probably going to be the title of this episode. And like in the other one, it's sort of like how the classics one is. It's going to be basically, if you want me to review a certain anime in this list, tell me in the comment section below. And depending on if I think about it and have the time, I'll do it and maybe do something special with that anime. But anyway, it's sort of basically what a brief explanation of this is. They're brief overlooks over various animes that I've known, especially the new arrivals one is newer animes more people might find more interesting. Starting off here, we have Soul Eater. Uh, this one follows the main character Maka as she has endeavors in her various school life where their job is to serve death, quote unquote, and reaps lost souls that have gone astray and hunt down humans. So they're called, I think, Kishin. So it's a very interesting story, very funny. It's a newer one. Music's pretty good, and I think you might enjoy it for a first anime. It's got a special flair of weird and funny at the same time as being serious. Ending, I'm not going to spoil, what kind of sucks in some ways, but anyway, going on to Steins Gate, another special one personally to me. This one, if you're a science guy and you like things about dimensions and time, you're going to like this one. It follows the main character. You see the guy a little bit to the right there. He, I forget his name, but basically he is, they are trying to make what's known as, like, you know, a time warper, a time device, time travel device. And through their endeavors of trying to make this, random things start happening. They start messing up things of time. They go over a lot of like different phenomena with time and other things like that. Definitely a geeky science one a bit, but it's really funny, and it does get really serious towards the middle part and the end. I don't want to spoil anything, but all I'll say is you should probably watch this one, or at least give it a try. It's got a rather interesting flair. The characters are all interesting to me, and you'll definitely probably enjoy it. I think it's like 20 some episodes, but yeah, definitely pick it up when you get the chance. This one, Accel World, is also this is the sequel, so to speak, to another anime known as Sword Art Online, or it's a parallel, so to speak. I think this happens after Sword Art Online, so for those of you wondering. But yes, this follows the story of God, I can't remember his name now, but the kid you see there, the on the left, it follows his story as he is introduced to a new game where you connect basically your brain to the game, sort of like Sword Art Online, but it's called Brain Burst, and he has to help the Black Queen, also known as the chick right next to him, and reach the, I guess, the highest level in the game, which is 10. But there's some stuff that happens in between. It's cool. The powers they get are cool. I don't want to spoil anything special with him, but he gets a pretty cool power. But yeah, basically it's just about really him going through this new world, this game world, and discovering it, and really deciding if he really wants to go to that next level, because nobody knows what level 10 is. This one is actually two animes. There's a certain scientific railgun and a certain magical index. Personally, I prefer index more, but it's personal preference. Watching one doesn't really matter. You can probably watch both of them. They're just got parallels between them, but it follows the story of Kamajo, the guy you see in the front there. He has a power to basically disrupt any magical power or esper power, as espers are the scientific type of power that people have, and magic is the unknown, power no one really believes in, but he can disrupt all of that, and it's supposedly because he's got a cursed devil hand, so to speak, and it can disrupt all of them. Also, he is the lowest ranking in their school and everything. However, he's got the also strongest power because, nothing can literally hurt him. And I think it gets better in certain magical index too. If you're watching the index, it follows him and the nun chick you see behind him. And if you watch Scientific Railgun, it's talking about the one chick to his left. Anyway, Bleach. This one's been out for a while. Yeah. Ichigo Kurosaki, a young boy he's 15 years old at the beginning of the story. I can't think. But he meets this young girl named Rukia Kuchiki, who is a soul reaper. Soul reapers are designated to reap souls of what are known as hollows, evil creatures that go and stalk human souls or dead souls, like, ghosts. And his job is now he is tasked now with stopping the hollows, and other stuff happened throughout the story. But mainly, it's about, yeah, just killing these demons in those hollows. But anyway, going on to Code Geass, another new one. Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion follows the story of Lelouch Lamperouche, or Lelouch V. Britannia, for some. He is given a power by a mysterious girl named C2, called Geass, which basically allows him to control whatever anybody wants, or whatever he wants them to do. So he can only use it once, but he can basically dictate what he wants you to do. So if he wanted to, he'd say kill, you'd kill, or get killed, vice versa. But yeah, it's an interesting story. It's a vengeful one. It goes over a little bit with war. I like it. It's a bit darker, I will say, but it's a good story. Also, that red one in the background, the Gurren, oh god, that mech is, that arm, just, all I'll say is the brain scrambler. And you'll know when you get there, the chick with the red hair is a pilot. When they get to that part, you'll love it. Anyway, okay, I had to put this one in the list because from popular people around me, they all wanted me to put it in there. It's called CPC for short, or Cat Planet Cuties. The name is just, yeah, it alludes to everything about this. It's basically a bunch of half-breeds, and they basically, this guy down here, you see in between them, he sees this random girl named Eris, the girl in the middle that has the cat ears, who is an alien from another planet, and has come there to, I guess, be peaceful with them. And it's a funny story. It's just a bunch of funny stuff that happens. It's hilarious. I'd really watch it. It's actually a pretty good or funny anime. But anyway, another one. A friend of mine yelled at me to put this one on there. Fairy Tail. I really have not gone into Fairy Tail that much. All I know is Natsu, which is the pink or reddish haired guy you see with the fire. It follows him and Lucy, the girl to the left, hit their story as they are in this guild named Fairy Tail. And I really don't know that much about this anime personally. I do know that it's like follows their party as they like go through different dungeons and other things throughout their world. And also, I think they're looking for their father for the most part. Also, for some of you that were wondering why this one was not on the list, Gundam, because I wanted to put two of the newer Gundams on this one. This one is called Gundam Seed. This is actually a clip from the second part, Gundam Seed Destiny. Watch Gundam Seed first, or else you won't understand this. Gundam Seed, even though I have Gundam Seed Destiny on here, but Gundam Seed follows the story of the guy to the right, Kira Yamato, as they are currently in a war between what are known as coordinators, which are genetically modified humans, and naturals, which are normal humans. And it goes over the question of should they be allowed to exist? They were a race made. Should we be able to kill them? It can go sick. It's really sick in some senses, but it's also a story that really needs to be interpreted on. You really should look at it and pay attention to the racism because it's really bad. Anyway, it definitely is good, and I love the Gundam. It's got one of my favorite Gundams in Destiny, but you got to watch Gundam Seed first and Gundam Seed Destiny, but I'd advise watching this. Going on to Jorgenmon. This is a more adult anime, I will say. Before anybody goes up and looks this one up, it's got blood, it's got guns, it's like another anime will be on another list called Black Lagoon, which that's definitely a mature audience one, but this one follows the story of Jonah, the young kid you see there, and he meets this girl named, oh my god, what's her name? Yoka Kolo or something, I forget. Or I forget what her name is, but basically he's like a guerrilla fighter, used to be a guerrilla fighter, and is hired by her to be as a bodyguard. And basically the entire story is just him, discovering really is like all life is just killing people, because all his life, all he's known is shooting a gun and killing people and everything else, and it follows that story. The rest of them are all like retired military people and stuff like that, and they like have this little group. She's an arms dealer, so they go through various stuff like that and everything else. But going on to Gundam 00 here, another Gundam one, referred to as one of the best, if not the best Gundam made currently. It is a very scientific one. It follows the story of Setsuna Fsei, as this is also an X trip. This is from the second season, the Gundams you see here, so you got to get through the first season. But Gundam 00 follows the story of Setsuna Fsei, a young boy who was also a guerrilla fighter, ironically, and sees a new machine known as a Gundam being performed in a system test, and is then, drafted to become part of this institute called Celestial Being, a private armed organization bent on eradicating war. And it's a really interesting story. It goes over the premises of war, some of the reasons why sometimes war starts. And I really just like the characters. They're sometimes funny. It is serious for the most part, but getting through it is a really good thing. There's some tough times in it, though. But yeah, another one, Naruto, of course. So I had Bleach on here. I was going to put Naruto on. Follows the story of Naruto Uzumaki, a ninja in training. Actually, this is from Shippuden, this excerpt or this picture. But yeah, follows the story of Naruto Uzumaki, who is a ninja in training, who has a demon fox sealed within him. And yeah, it's got like really a lot of, I don't know. It's a good anime. It's definitely long. It's like the first season is Naruto, the first series is Naruto, then there's Naruto Shippuden, and Naruto Shippuden just ended. But yeah, I really don't know how to describe it. It's just, you can watch it. It's a long one. It's a shonen one, so lots of characters. Anyway, Knights of Cydonia. This one I kind of watched the first and last couple episodes. My father was watching at the time, and it's interesting. Basically, humanity has been extinct or is going extinct, and they are now flying in space trying to get to a new planet because they've been attacked by an alien race known as the Guam, as I pronounce. The Guam. Anyway, the Guam is like this weird race. It like integrates with humans and kills them and something. It's weird. It's really weird, but it's a fascinating race. I like the idea behind it. But yeah, it's really weird, but it's a good anime. It's also in 3D, so if you're into 3D animes, you'll like that as well. 3D Gen, I'm talking about. But anyway, One Piece, another one. This is an older one as well. Follows the story of Luffy as he tries to become king of the pirates, or go across the Grand Line, which is their, I guess you could say, equivalent of the equator, I guess, or something like that, where you have to find various pirates and stuff, or there's pirates and stuff scattered across the land, and he wants to become king of them, so he wants to find this special treasure that's the last king of the pirates left, called One Piece. So yeah, it's a good story. There's a bunch. I think those are most of the characters you see, but yeah, it's got a lot of sword fighting, pirate stuff, laughs, and crap like that. But it's a long one as well. But anyway, going on to Persona 4. This one caught me by surprise the first time I saw it. Did not expect it to be good. I'd actually never seen anything Persona-wise until I saw this anime. But this is called Persona 4, the animation. Follows the story of, geez, I can't remember any of these characters' names. Anyway, I know that basically it is they have to basically identify what is their true self. They go into this reverse world through their TV, where basically they will uncover who is their true self and can they accept their true self. And unlocking your true self, I guess, or accepting it, basically gives them super cool powers and personas, as you'd say. They're like these deities that can, fight for them and stuff like that. And basically goes over what is reality and everything like that. Can you change reality, or are you doomed to, forever stay in a false fantasy world? Another one, like Cat Planet Cuties, Rosario plus Vampire. Follows the story of Skune here, who is a human put into a monster school. All these girls are not human, or not exactly human. One's a witch, one's a succubus, the other one's like an ice princess, and the other one's a witch as well, and then the one next to him is a vampire. Henceforth, Rosario plus Vampire. Very ecchi anime, which means boobs all around probably, and I've seen all of it. Don't discredit me on that, but anyway, yeah, it's actually a pretty good story, and it's funny. Yeah, a little bit revealing, but yeah, I'd advise watching it. But follows Skune as he's basically put into this school, and stuff starts happening because, you're a human in a monster school. But anyway, yeah, guys, this is the end of this episode. I would like to say, I want to see some comments, like, what would you like me to do? Also, go watch the classic anime ones. I know there are a few in there someone else might want me to review, especially like Monster or something like that. And I might pick some myself. But yeah, tell me any ideas, like maybe you have a question on a certain anime and I might be able to answer it. But yeah, for now, I'm Destiny Dragon God. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you later.